Hey guys, welcome back to another bonus video. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to create a great Instagram post. Now, when I last updated this video, we talked a little bit about content and how to write that content and create a specific system when it comes to writing out a post. But I want to go in depth about a couple of other things that have changed and updated over the last couple of months. So, first of all, creating a great Instagram post requires a few different things. One, of course, the content and the copy that you put into your post. Sometimes, depending on the post, if the picture speaks louder than words, all you need to do is write a small, tiny little sentence and then insert your hashtags. But if this is a photo of you or of something that doesn't have a lot of context behind it, you need to make sure that you're placing context into the content that you write in your post. This isn't just important because you want to make sure that you're clearing up any possible confusion regarding the post or the image, but it's important because Instagram is going to recognize a good post from a bad post. And in terms of how Instagram recognizes that, it's based on the engagement of your post. So if you have a very unclear photo where people can't necessarily understand what's going on in it, and you post one sentence like, "It was a great Sunday," people are going to be super confused, be like, "What was so great about it? I don't understand. It's just another pancake picture." So you want to provide more context and go in depth about how great that pancake was. Was it going to a specific restaurant that you can shout out to and tag in your photo and say, "The hen house was great. They had amazing pancakes. I highly recommend everyone go here. Here's what makes these pancakes great. They're gluten-free. They have blueberries. The syrup is homemade in-house," or however you want to go into it. Providing context, even in a pancake picture, can really engage people more and keep them reading and keep them interested. The more time someone spends on your profile or on your post, the better it is going to be for you. So without further ado, I present to you how to create a great Instagram post. And if you have any questions, find us in the Facebook group. Let's go ahead and start going over all of the Instagram accounts that I've pulled up here and discuss a little bit more on why some of their captions and images and Instagram posts overall are really great. As I discussed earlier, what makes a compelling Instagram caption that leads to more engagement is a couple of different things. One of those things being the photo itself, the second being the caption, and then the third being the variety of hashtags you utilize. So within each of these posts, all of them have and hit every single one of those three key points. So let's talk about this Sprouts post. If you've heard of Sprouts, they are a local-based farmers market grocery store and have a lot of really wonderful and great things to offer when it comes to their produce and their meats and all the products that they have. But something that they also offer are the fact that you can drive to the grocery store and go to the pickup line and pick up your groceries without ever having to go in. So not only do they have a photo that perfectly captures every single little bit of what it is that they're wanting to market or point out, but they're also including a caption that allows them to do this subtly. They're talking about their groceries and how easy it is to just make your order online and then send that order in and come and pick up your groceries. They have someone who ideally would be the woman of the household coming to pick up those groceries, or someone who is head of household coming to pick up those groceries and being excited about picking them up. And then they also did a really great thing here where they tagged her. This is also a great clue to the fact that she is perhaps an influencer or perhaps someone who has partnered with Sprouts Farmers Market to talk about their online shopping options. Now, since Sprout is a nationally known brand, they don't necessarily have to make sure that they're using hashtags. So if you are a nationally recognized brand, you really aren't going to need hashtags because people are already looking for you. And let's move on to the next one. So we have Matt Allard, who is the topless chef. He has a lot of really great recipes and desserts and foods that he focuses on making. And what makes his post great is the simple fact that he gives you a tutorial through creating this latest dessert. It's something that a lot of bakers and baking influencers and cooking influencers love to do. And it's really a great way to engage your audience. And by that, I mean focusing on video content. Another really great thing about his post is the detail and the personal story he attaches to making this dessert. If you go ahead and read it, it'll kind of explain a little bit more about what he has going on, and that accompanied with the step-by-step process of how he is making this dessert is fantastic. Next, we have another Next, we have another nationally known brand, Lush Cosmetics. Lush is a really great cosmetics place. They focus on utilizing natural ingredients and things that are found from the earth. And they're also known for their witty and kitschy-based humor, which you can perfectly see in not only the photo, but also in the caption. So when it comes to eggplant, we all know what an eggplant is in terms of use within emojis. So utilizing an iconic emoji-based formula to creating this photo is a really smart way to go about it. Then taking a slang term for sexual relations, if you will, looking for some vitamin D, that is a joke that literally everyone has said to each other. And if it's not a joke you've ever heard, it's time to get out from underneath that rock. But my point in here being that they're not just being comedic and doing that through the photo, but they're also being informative. And they're also creating a call to action. Your call to action does not have to be asking someone to click the link in your bio every single time. It also doesn't need to be telling people to sign up for your email list. And it doesn't need to be go watch my video on Instagram TV. It can be something as simple as tag someone who needs to take their vitamins, or tag someone who needs to see this tutorial, or tag someone you appreciate. Appreciation posts are a really great way to boost engagement and really ring in all the good people on your profile who are your followers. Here we have a lifestyle and travel blogger, and as many of us do, we focus on a post that talks about saying hello to the new year. And something that's different from these other national brands who don't have to use hashtags, we have here someone who does need to use hashtags, but is also discussing their bucket list. Creating a point of conversation and encouraging your followers and engagers to write something back to you is a great call to action, and it helps boost your engagement. If you want to have great call to actions that say, click the link in my bio, or read more on my blog, or check out my new YouTube video, you need to have a high level of engagement. Otherwise, your posts just won't be seen. Another thing when you're growing your Instagram account is to also have a solid list of hashtags. I have discussed hashtags with you guys at length and helping you understand a little bit more about building a strategy and creating your own hashtag lists. So definitely look into utilizing your hashtag list properly and also incorporating hashtags that have to do with your local community and hashtags that have to do with the exact subject matter of each photo. We have another travel blogger here. One thing that I do want to point out between Annette and Kiki are the fact that they are tagging their location. This is so important to do, to tag your location. Not only do you want to have a great description and then bring people into your story that you're trying to tell and provide solid hashtags, you also want to tag yourself in a location. And the reason why is it then allows people to find you based on that location. This is something that a lot of people do. They look through different locations and they get there through going through the discovery feed as well as clicking on locations from other people's profiles. So when you think about what exactly or where exactly am I going to tag myself today, think of where you want people to find you. Think of tourist-based locations. places people visit where you know they're going to be interested in looking at other people's hashtags. Next, we have a food influencer. The thing I love about this person's profile is they have a lot of really great videos that show you them eating food or talking about the food that they're about to eat, what makes that food great, and then providing a lot of really great opportunities for you to tune in. Another call to action idea is if you are someone who wants to focus on discussing things live, you can invite people to find you and watch you live at a certain time. Then that allows you as the viewer to engage with that person in more of a contextual, conversational based process. However, if you would like to also do the same thing for your followers, this allows your followers to have instant access to you, which is something that a lot of people love. Next, we have a mom and fashion blogger. Now, Emily is someone who is initially and firstly a fashion blogger, and she recently had a child. So now she's not only talking about, having great fashion and the clothes that she's wearing and discussing all of that, but she's also talking about new motherhood and her body, which is something that is really important. So focusing in on highly engageable subject matter like women's bodies, like female empowerment, and being a brand new mom is a great way for you to be able to engage your audience. And again, utilizing hashtags that are not only specific to the way you are talking and referencing some of those things that you're talking about in your Instagram post, creating new hashtags that are branded to your brand is a great way for people to continue to keep up with something that might be specific to that hashtag. As you can see here, Emily has a lot of really great things where she focuses on talking about her house and different things within her household. And if you click on Brady's Adventure, you're absolutely going to see all of the new posts that she posts about her son. Lastly, we have another nationally recognized brand, Little Birds Project. They are a jewelry bead company and provide bracelets that allow you to share with friends and track messages between one another and empower one another through those messages on the bracelets. So this bracelet here says breathe, obviously, but the caption here is not only pointing out the fact that the bracelet says breathe, but it's talking about some of the concepts behind mental health and the concept of telling people to breathe. I hope that that helps you understand a little bit more about how to write good Instagram content and what goes into creating Instagram content outside of writing a captivating caption. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to create a great Instagram post. Check back here frequently and in your email and in the Facebook group. I will be letting you guys know when I update these bonus content videos so that you can get the most out of these videos and your Instagram profile.